Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. My name is Steve and today I'll be reviewing Troy with Brad Pitt, Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom, Brian Cox, Brendan Gleeson, Peter O'Toole, and Sean Bean. So that cast right there just kind of tells you what you're getting ready to watch. Anyways, first things first. So Brad Pitt plays Achilles. He doesn't do a bad job, but he's not my favorite. Achilles just happens to injure his Achilles during production. The craziness of that, like, are you freaking kidding me? I almost feel like they had it set up that way, like, what? But anyways, I've seen this movie about this, I think this is my third go-around of this movie. This movie is very entertaining. I almost feel like it's a lot more entertaining than it should be, but at the same time with a cast like that, the cast really did a really good job. So Brian Cox was number one. He stole this movie for me. Like, he did a fantastic job. Peter O'Toole actually did a really good job as well. Like, there's not a lot of Peter O'Toole movies that I'm like, wow, Peter O'Toole's the reason I want to see this. No, but for this one, he did do a good job. To start things off here, I guess, as far as craziness goes, so there's a guy in this, in the early showing of the movie. His name is Nathan Jones. This guy's 6'11", about 300 and I think 65 or 85 pounds. This guy's a freaking beast. So he's in stuff like Tony Jaa films. He's in a lot of mixed martial arts stuff. I believe he was in The Protector. This guy is ginormous. Like, what in the hell? This guy, he was huge. Like, it was crazy just to watch him. Like, you could have put The Rock next to him, and this guy, they're about the same size as muscle goes, but this guy's got about 6 inches on The Rock. So you would have been like, holy crap. But anyways, Orlando Bloom was kind of my downfall for this movie just because of his role in this. The little pissant, afraid, hide in the back, steal the lady kind of guy, that the role he has. With that being said, he did not like the role he was given in this because he felt his character had no balls, no guts, no nothing like that. So and that's the thing. If the person has a role that you don't like, you're not going to like the character. Even at the same time, though, there is those people that play bad characters, like Brian Cox's character. He was a complete dick. Like, the guy just wanted war. He didn't care if he killed all his soldiers as long as he gained that Troy. He didn't care. He was a dick. But at the same time, his performance, being that dick, was so good. That's what I liked. Anyways, so yeah, Brendan Gleeson, Peter O'Toole, Sean Bean, even Eric Bana, Brad Pitt, they all did good jobs. Orlando Bloom didn't much care for. You know why. But anyways, so the music in this was good. It was good. I did enjoy it. Like, the OST was pretty good for this. The screenplay and the cinematography for this were hit and miss for me. Like, at times I was loving it, but at other times it felt like it was dragging on for cinematography, even though, like, there was like shots that they were doing and I was like, what in the hell am I, like, it was too zoomed in on the people and just, I didn't care for it at times. But anyways, the screenplay, the same thing. Like, there was stuff that I felt like that they could have cut out and still got to the same point. But, like, so with Achilles being bisexual, in this they had him just as a straight guy. Personally, I actually enjoyed this role. Like, I'm not saying they could have gone either way with it. Like, I feel like the way they went with it, as him being the straight guy and his cousin not being his kissing cousin, I guess you could say, because his cousin was the one he was actually in love with. I liked it that way just because it made for a good movie. Who knows? They could have made it the other way. I might have liked it the other way. but I did like what they did with it as far as this goes. But yeah, I mean, this movie is very entertaining. This movie is like 2 hours and 45 minutes long, and I really thought that was going to bug me because at times I was just like, man, this movie's kind of long, but I was still into it. Like, it kind of continuously keeps you into it. The CGI for the town, though, like when they kind of zoom in on the town at first and go around, I did not care for it. The second and third time they do the town, it seems like they kind of fixed the CGI because it was a little better for me. So there was that. But yeah, this movie is a lot of fun. And I'm just going to point this out there. Diane Kruger, wow. Okay, yeah. That's all I got to say for that. And yeah. But anyways, so director, we have Wolfgang Peterson, who's also done In the Line of Fire with Clint Eastwood, that's probably one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies, like later years for him. He did Air Force One with Harrison Ford, and he did Das Boot. I haven't seen Das Boot yet. IMDb gave this a 7.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 54%. Dog Bones actually didn't have a review for it because it's the same year Dog Bones book right here, this little book, came out. So they literally had what the movie was about, but they didn't have a review yet. I give it a 7 out of 10. Fun movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely, it's probably one of the better movies about the ancient Greeks and the wars and stuff like that. Box office, 497.4 million on a budget of 175 million. So it almost made 500 mil, which is pretty damn good. So it's up there. Other than that, let's see here. Oh yeah, so this is an interesting fact. Brad Pitt and Eric Bana, during their fight, which their fight was actually really badass, if I didn't already mention that, that fight was probably one of my favorite parts in this. Because in my opinion, that fight between them changed the course of the whole movie. And yeah. But anyways, they made a gentleman's bet for every accidental hit. $50 for a soft hit, $100 for a hard hit. Well, in the end, Brad Pitt ended up owing $750 to Bana, and Bana didn't owe Brad Pitt shit. So, yeah, looks like old Bana got his ass whooped. No, just kidding. But anyways, yeah. So that was pretty funny to kind of hear about that. But yeah, so like I said, if you haven't watched this, give this one a watch. That's all for today for old Troy. And next up will be Captain Marvel, the new one, or Friday. Just hang on, just 1 second. One of those. So yeah, take your pick. Actually, no, I'm not. Let me not take your pick. I mean, if I could get somebody to actually comment and tell me what they would prefer I watch next, or even give me a comment on what they want me to watch. Hey man, why don't you watch this and review this? If I have the movie, I'll do it. So there is that. But like I said, Captain Marvel, which I'm kind of avoiding watching, but I know I need to for my Marvel lineup, or one of these. Right now, as it stands, this will be my next one. So yeah. All right, you guys have a good day. Like and subscribe, and check out my letterbox. Have a good one.